So here's a little review of trig. First of all, you'd want to be able to spell SOHCAHTOA. I always write that at the top of my page. And the first skill really is being able to tell which sides are which sides. So hopefully you understand that the hypotenuse is across from the right angle, and then the adjacent and opposite depend on which angle is highlighted. So I've got this 47-degree angle right here. Opposite would be the one over here. Adjacent is the one right next to it. So this X is the adjacent. On number 2, the hypotenuse across from the right angle is the 32. And then you can see this angle, the way opposite side over here is X. On the third one, the hypotenuse isn't even marked. So we go to the angle. What's way across from the angle, that's my opposite side, and then this other leg would be the adjacent. For number 4, across from the right angle is the hypotenuse, and if we're at this angle, the 17 is the opposite. And finally, number 5, the hypotenuse is the X side, and if we're at the 57-degree angle, the 14 would be adjacent. The next skill is selecting which one we're going to use, sine, cosine, or tangent, and that just depends on which sides we know about. We have an A and an H here, so that's a cosine. So we say cosine of 47 degrees is equal to A over H, so X over 12. Number 2, O and H is sine, so we say that sine of 51 degrees equals opposite over hypotenuse, so X over 32. Number 3, looks like an O and an A, that's a TOA. T stands for tangent. Tangent of 39 degrees equals opposite over adjacent. Number 4 is another sine, so we say sine of 41 degrees is equal to opposite over hypotenuse. And the last one, another cosine. Cosine of 57 degrees, A over H, 14 over X. Is solving these, I always encourage you to set them up as a proportion, since you're also good at cross multiplying. And maybe you've noticed that when the X is on the top, it's a pretty simple solve, but when the X is on the bottom, it takes just an extra step. But either way, it's cross multiplying. We're going to take the 12 times the cosine 47 and the X times the 1. Next one, remember that we multiply and set it equal to the other side multiplied. And then we're ready to solve. On these first 3, we just have to type those in because the X was on the top. But like I said, that's sort of the easy scenario where you just type those in. Let's make sure our calculator is in the right mode. And if you're getting 8.2, 24.9, and 35.6, that means your calculator is set up just right. You should also be able to check those answers to see if they make sense on the picture. And to me, it looks like all of those make sense for the pictures that are drawn. These last 2 take just one more step to solve because the X isn't by itself yet. To get the X by itself, I'm going to divide both sides by sine 41 for this one. And on this one, divide by cosine 57. So then X is just going to equal whatever 17 divided by sine 41 is, and that comes out to 25.9-ish. And on number 5, dividing by cosine 57 comes out to about 25.7. And again, checking those on the picture, those were both hypotenuses, so I was expecting a bigger number than the leg that was given, so that looks okay.